Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this horror movie released in 2024 this year, and I actually watched it on demand before getting it on Blu-ray, and this is also the very first horror movie of 2024 that I actually enjoyed. Yep. And so, this review is going to be on Immaculate. Immaculate stars Sydney Sweeney, and it goes like this. Sydney Sweeney stars as Cecilia, an American nun of faith, embarking on a new journey in a remote convent in the picturesque Italian countryside. Cecilia's warm welcome quickly devolves into a nightmare as it becomes clear her new home harbors a sinister, secret, and unspeakable horrors. And excuse me, yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much, the basic story on what Immaculate's about. So I first heard about this movie on Facebook Messenger. Like I've heard some people were talking about this movie when it first came out earlier this year. And excuse me, and some people said Immaculate was really scary, and it was also pretty, and some people even said this movie was also gory too. So after watching this movie and renting it on demand, I gotta say, Immaculate was actually pretty great. I actually enjoyed a lot from this movie. And sure, this is not a perfect horror movie, that's for sure, because I've seen better horror films that came out this year that are better than this. Well, but that doesn't make this film a bad movie. No, it's like I still enjoyed some entertainment from this film. And yeah, and I gotta say, this movie was also from Neon as well, like the one of those newer indie studios in like Neon. And so far for right now, I've seen 2 Neon films in theaters. I saw Ferrari and I saw Longlegs in theaters, which I think Longlegs is the best Neon horror movie of the year than this film. But there's some things I enjoyed from this film, and I gotta say, when it comes to the story in Immaculate, the story itself can be a little bit similar to that other horror film, which is also one of my favorite horror films, The First Omen. And yeah, I actually watched The First Omen on Hulu, and I actually really enjoyed The First Omen, since I also think it's a great movie. Immaculate's also a great movie too. Like, I gotta say, Sydney Sweeney's performance was actually really good, because I know a lot of people have really been gushing and crushing over Sydney Sweeney because of how beautiful she is, and yeah. And yeah, she's an adult, so yeah. And yeah, and I think when it comes to like the jump scares that happen in this movie, they're pretty easy to sit through to some of you guys out there that can handle jump shocks and jump scares, and they weren't false at all, because they were pretty true here. And even if it's a different kind of false, but yeah. But yeah, the jump scares I thought were pretty cool, pretty decent, not that bad. And I think when it comes to the gore in this movie, I think the gore itself is actually pretty gory, of course, because there are some gory parts. Of, like, there's a lot of blood in this movie, and there was also a scene in this movie where it's basically like a pile of tissues covered in blood. And I saw this one Facebook post or made this one Facebook message on Messenger that one person captioned it as Sydney Sweeney and during her first period. Like, you guys know what I mean by periods, so yeah. And I actually got this movie on Blu-ray after renting it on demand like not too long ago. And the only bonus feature this movie includes is a feature commentary with the director Michael Mohan. And I gotta say, Michael Mohan's direction was actually pretty good. I think he actually directs this movie like very good. And yeah, and of course this movie's R-rated for strong and bloody, violent content, grisly images, nudity, and some language. Yeah. Yeah. And of course some people said that this movie felt similar to The First Omen, and both movies came out at the same time this year in 2024. But I still think Immaculate's not really the best horror film that came out this year, because I've seen some better horror films that came out this year that I think are my favorites of the year. Which, I mean, I already said that, but you guys know how much I think Immaculate's a great movie, so yeah. So overall, Immaculate was a great horror movie, and I'm gonna give Immaculate 4 stars out of 5. So yeah, if you're a fan of horror movies, and if you're bored one day and got nothing to watch, and if you just want to check out something like at the moment, or you can wait till Halloween spooky season this October, then I say this is a good this I say this movie's a good view. Yeah, I would say it's also a good watch for Halloween as well. So there you have it. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for my movie review on Immaculate. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.